All right, welcome back to another one of our film reviews. Today we are talking Green Bay Packers rookie linebacker Edgerrin Cooper. Cooper has shown himself to be an exciting young playmaker for this Packers defense, and we've got a great set of cut-ups to highlight exactly what he brings this team. As always, if you appreciate this content, give us a like, give us any comments with any feedback you might have. But without further ado, let's jump right into the film. All right, we're going to open up with a pass rush situation. There's Cooper right there lined up in your middle screen. He's walked up, of course, head up on the center in this situation. Now, normally when you bring linebackers up right here, whether it's in the A gap, that A gap, or right up on the center, you're basically trying to create one-on-one matchups between the guards and the defensive tackles, tackles and the defensive ends, one-on-one matchups over here, right? That's normally how this goes. What the Packers do is really, really smart. Because all these offensive linemen are expecting one-on-one matchups, they actually slant everybody inside just like this to basically collapse the entire pocket this direction. Then they bring Cooper around to clean up on the backside just like this. So Matthew Stafford, he'll feel all this pressure coming this way. He'll want to escape, and there's Cooper right there to clean him up. Now, pressure on 56. He's got to make this play at the point of attack. It's him and a lot of green grass. He does a great job here. Let's check it out. All right, get a little motion. Tight end motion to chip right there. And you can see the defensive line for the Green Bay Packers crashing all down inside to the defensive right, the left side of your screen. You can see Cooper right there at the snap. He takes a step, then loops all the way around. You can see Matthew Stafford. He feels the pocket collapsing on him from this angle, so he immediately escapes. That's what you're taught. Now, Cooper's right here in space. You can see all this green grass right here. Stafford could step up. He could go around. He's a pretty good athlete, even though he's a little bit older. You've got to make this play because if you don't, Stafford has literally this entire side of the field to find an open receiver. Cooper steps up, makes a tackle, gets him on the ground. Huge play for the Packers defense. Nice work. Edgerrin Cooper has very quickly become an excellent playmaker in the pass rush game and the run defense game and the coverage game as well for this Green Bay defense. He looks like a steal.
We're excited to interrupt today's film review to bring you the sponsor of today's video, Prize Picks.
Prize Picks is the largest independently owned daily fantasy sports platform in all of North America. And guess what? They've got an incredible offer for you guys, the smartest fans in football. Sign up with code SMI and get $50 the first time you play a lineup, $5 or more. And guess what? You don't even have to win. That 50 bucks is guaranteed.
Yeah, and again, watching this film review of Edgerrin Cooper, he's a beast. That 90.6 PFF pass rush grade, that's got me thinking Kyler Murray's going to do a lot less throwing and a lot more scrambling around all night. So Murray less than 233.5 passing yards. I think that's a winner.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. But I also think Cooper's ability in the run game with this Packers defense limits James Conner to under 65.5 rushing yards. I think that's the play to make.
And again, go to prizepicks.com and use code SMI to receive a guaranteed $50 once you play $5 or more in lineups. Again, that's prizepicks.com and use code SMI to receive that guaranteed $50 once you play $5 or more in lineups. Prize Picks, it's daily fantasy sports made easy.
All right, next play, we've got Edgerrin Cooper right there lined up off the ball this time again in his linebacker position. This is a unique concept. The Los Angeles Rams, smart coach, Sean McVay, smart guy. Again, this is a really cool design here, but the Packers do a good job sniffing it out. They're going to bring the wide receiver in motion just like this. And it's going to look like a standard inside zone concept right here with the running back, except it's a screen. So basically what's going to happen is you're going to have the running back essentially play action and block right here. You're going to get blocks here before releasing and try and cut people off this way. So the whole theory is behind the scheme is you're going to run this inside zone and try and suck everybody up inside and then hit the receiver on a screen on the outside one-on-one with all the linebackers in the box thinking it's a running play. This is where you have to have a linebacker like Cooper who can recognize and react and be a great athlete in space. Let's check it out. All right, there's the motion. All right, there's the play action. It looks, again, kind of like zone to that side. You can see everyone's flying down. Offensive linemen look like they're just going upfield, like they're normal blocking in this kind of running scheme right here. You can see everyone kind of flows that way at the point of attack right there. You can even see Quay Walker stepping up. You can see Edgerrin Cooper. He's got his eyes right there on the running back. Then Matthew Stafford rolls away, steps up, throws it across his body, and there's the screen. Now, DB over here does a great job blowing it up, and Cooper's here to finish. But I tell you what, this is great recognizing and reacting by Edgerrin Cooper. Because right here, let's say if he's like Quay Walker, see how deep Quay Walker got right there? Let's say Edgerrin Cooper got way deep in here like Quay Walker did right there. And let's say he gets right where this offensive lineman is for the Rams and he gets blocked. If you go out here and let's say Edgerrin Cooper's not here, This receiver escapes this tackle, and then there's nobody else. It's a huge play for the Rams offense. This was a nice play when you watch the broadcast live, but it looks even better on film because he doesn't fall for the cheese. He doesn't fall for any of the window dressing. He recognizes, gets back into coverage, reacts downfield, makes a play. Great athlete, Edgerrin Cooper.
Yeah, and again, this is what you said. He's been great in all phases of the game. We see him here dropping into coverage, analyzing, trying to figure out what is going on the pass play. That's why this 77.1 coverage grade for Cooper in this game was absolutely massive. I can't believe he's done so well through all phases of the game. This is really something remarkable, but right here, you see him in coverage. He's very, very effective.
All right, going with the running game now. There's Cooper right there, right in the middle of your screen, number 56 right there. So again, this is the Rams. They're going to bring people in motion. That's what the Rams do. We're going to get a lead block right here at the point of attack on 52. We're going to get a double team action right here, trying to get movement on 94. We're going to get just zone blocks here, cutoff blocks here on the backside. The receiver is going to insert for number 29. It's very interesting here. No one actually picks up number 56. I think this is just a bust up here between the right guard and the right tackle. I think it's supposed to be a double team right here working up to 56 because otherwise the Rams got hats on hats. It's got a chance to be a really nice play. Again, running right off tackle just like this. But this is what I call a check the box play from any defender. If no one blocks you, you have got to make the play. You cannot let the offense off the hook. Edgerrin Cooper doesn't. Let's check it out. All right, we get the motion right there. Cooper shifts. They get the kick out block on the defensive end. Receiver inserts for the safety. Double team right there on number 94. A little bit of movement right there. But right here, no one picks up 56. I believe that tackle is supposed to come off. Again, in this situation, no one is blocking Edgerrin Cooper right here. Point of attack. You've got to make this tackle. And that's exactly what he does. Now look, 52, he's a really good player too. He actually makes the play just as well. Fights through this block, makes a tackle. But you can't rely on your defensive end being superstars all the time. If no one blocks you, you've got to make the play. You've got to check that box. If you can't make the play when you're unblocked, you can't play in the National Football League. Edgerrin Cooper steps up big here, makes the play, checks the box. Nice work from the rookie. Let's check it out from the wide copy right here. You get a good look at Cooper. Watch him bounce with the motion right there. Again, no one picks him up. He sees this green grass, fills, makes a play. Nice work. Again, no one blocks you. You have to make the play. I can't tell you how many times rookies in this situation, they freeze, they're slow to react, or sometimes you see veterans too, where they just throw their bodies in weird situations. Edgerrin Cooper's a great athlete, comes across, makes a play. Nice work. All right, going back to the Minnesota Viking game from a few weeks ago, you can see Cooper right there on the left side of your screen. So here's another running play. We're going to get kind of an inside lead here, sort of still a zone scheme, but with a fullback leading at the point of attack. We're going to get zone blocks there. We're going to get the right guard zone block and then working up. We're going to get cutoff block there. This may be kind of a zone double team action. We're going to get scoop blocks here, working to cut off the backside. We're going to get a scoop block just like this. And the running back's just going to follow this path and run right here. Folks, this is sort of a freak of nature play by Edgerrin Cooper. He fights through a block and makes the tackle one-handed. Let's check it out. All right, we get some motion across the formation. Linebackers bounce. There's a snap. Again, we can see the reach blocks up front. Right guard working up to the linebacker. Fullback going for the outside linebacker. We can see the right tackle kicking out the defensive end. Cutoff blocks on the backside. Here we go. We got hats on hats. It is on Edgerrin Cooper to make this play because you can see outside linebacker blocked, middle linebacker blocked, defensive end block out, defensive tackle on that side reach. Edgerrin Cooper, you've got to make this play. Fighting through the backside guard, you're the guy in position. He comes off the block, and then right here, you see this cutback, right? This is Aaron Jones. Packers fans, you know him very, very well. I can't tell you how many times, especially against teams like the Dallas Cowboys, he would fight through this cutback for huge gains. But watch Edgerrin Cooper here with one arm, hog tie Aaron Jones, get him to the ground, and throw him down with authority. That's special stuff. Again, because right here, 64 blocking him past it just a little bit. I can't tell you, a lot of offensive line coaches, a lot of offensive coordinators, they'll live with this, right? This will be a gash play, cut back here, one-on-one in space and a DB for a huge play. Instead, it's a minimal gain because of the freak of nature play here by Edgerrin Cooper.
Yeah, Nick, and we've seen Cooper go through all three phases of the game so far in this cut-up. That's why I think he's done remarkable. He's had a couple of 80-plus overall defensive grades. I can't highlight enough how great he has been all three phases of the game. We've seen him a couple times already. 70-plus run defense grade. We see here 65 run defense grade a couple of times this season. And a guy that's a pure pass rusher as well. I think he's done really, really well just playing all three phases. We see the last few plays. in pass rush, we've seen it in coverage, and now we see it in the run defense as well.
All right, next play. There is Edgerrin Cooper right there on the left side of your screen. He's walked up in this situation. Here, the Minnesota Vikings are at least going to try to run sort of a stretch zone scheme right here to the right side. We're going to get cutoff blocks everywhere just like this. 11's job is to try and cut off as well wide receiver. Mainly his job is to cut off Cooper from blowing it, coming inside here and blowing this play up completely. Now, this is a busted play for the Minnesota Vikings. I don't know if Sam Darnold screws it up. I don't know if Aaron Jones screws it up. It's supposed to be a wide zone. I think Sam Darnold here misses the handoff. But I want you guys to focus on Edgerrin Cooper's underrated, just supersonic missile type of athleticism. Again, number 11 inside right here. He's got the angle. His job is just to cut off Cooper however he can. Just throw his body in front of him for a split second. He's a wide receiver, right? He's supposed to be a good athlete. You wouldn't know it because Cooper beats him across his face like it's absolutely nothing. Let's check it out. All right, there's a snap. You can see everyone kind of blocking like it's supposed to be a toss or a zone or something up front from the Minnesota Vikings. But Sam Darnold just goes the wrong way. I don't know. That's really screwed up there. So it's a busted play. But aside from that, let's focus on Edgerrin Cooper again. Here he's flashing again off the edge. Number 11's job right there for the Minnesota Vikings is to cut him off. He's got the angle. He's inside. Watch what happens. Cooper runs by him like he's not even there. Now, look, I know 11 wide receivers. He's the world's best blocker. Probably not. But I want you guys to just focus on this athleticism, this pure unadulterated speed. Again, at the snap, beats him across. He runs 4 yards before number 11 can run 1. And that is the incredible athleticism of Edgerrin Cooper. We saw this in the SEC at Texas A&M. This guy was a heat-seeking missile in college, and he's taken that same kind of athleticism to the NFL. All right, next play, there's Cooper walked up. We got the linebackers in the double A gap. You hear the announcers talk about that all the time. Again, the point of the double A gap is to just attract all the attention inside between these guys right here and leave one-on-one matchups right here, offensive tackles on defensive ends. Now, the Green Bay Packers, what they do is they bring an edge rusher from the outside. They know they have these linebackers walked up. Aaron Jones will be walked up to occupy him. The centers and guards are focused on them. So this guy coming off the edge, he's coming on block. So what the Packers do, they rush that corner off the edge to basically obliterate Sam Darnold. Edgerrin Cooper drops into coverage. Fumble occurs, right? And at this point, it's about who wants it more, who's a better athlete. Edgerrin Cooper, once again, supersonic missile athlete, flies off the page. Let's check it out. All right, there's a snap. You can see Cooper and Quay Walker dropping a coverage, and there's that corner coming off the edge. Darnold never sees him coming. Ball's out. Now, right there, you can see there's one guy at the top of your screen. There's Edgerrin Cooper. You can see one Packer over there. A couple of Minnesota Vikings rush to the football. Who gets to it first? All these 3 guys are closer. Cooper's probably an extra 5-6 yards away. He beats them all to it, picks it up clean. You talk about athlete, you talk about playmaker. Folks, that's special stuff right there. Again, probably didn't look too innocuous on the game when you watched it, right? Probably just too excited that you forced the fumble here, got a turnover. But this level of speed, this level of athleticism, this is special stuff, right? There's not a lot of linebackers that can cover this much ground this quickly, recognize and react, and scoop the fumble like it's nothing. This is really special stuff in Edgerrin Cooper. And I get it. He hasn't played a whole lot. He's got a lot to learn, a lot of things to clean up in his own right. But so far, early in his career, he is emerging as a special linebacker for the Green Bay Packers. All right, check it out from the wide copy. You can really appreciate this. So Cooper drops into coverage right here. Watch where the ball's out. So you can see right here, ball's out at the 24. It hits and is bobbling around there, still around the 23, 24. Cooper's all the way around here about the 32. He's about, let's do the math here, 24 to what's that, 35? That's about 11, 12 yards or so. We've got this offensive lineman and this Packers defensive lineman that's what, 8 yards away? So we got 8, maybe 8, and we got what, 15-ish right here? Who wins the race? Edgerrin Cooper. Again, special athlete right there. Ball's on the ground. Who's winning this football? Who wants it more? Who's a better athlete? Who is a better playmaker? Edgerrin Cooper every time. All right, going back to the Rams game, this was the key 4th down stop that secured the victory for the Green Bay Packers. You can see the Packers have overloaded the right side of their defense, the left side of the Los Angeles Rams offensive line. Normally what you're trying to do there is you're trying to generate one-on-one matchups. Again, tackle on defensive end, tackle on defensive end. Because normally how it ends up working out is you have this defensive tackle loop inside just like this. The center's expecting him, and maybe he occupies the center and maybe the guard. This right guard's going to pick up this defensive tackle wherever he goes. I'm sorry, this left guard, and this left tackle is going to pick up this defensive end wherever he goes. This is traditionally how it works, and this basically is how it works out for the Green Bay Packers. Again, we're going to get a normal standard one-on-one pass rush there, one-on-one pass rush there, 97 loops this way. This defensive tackle loops this way, just like this. Here's the genius of it. So Edgerrin Cooper walks up a little bit right there, and this guard for a second thinks he's going to pick him up because he knows the center's going to block that guy and the left guard's going to be on him. Basically, this is a clear out concept. It's really, really smart. So this defensive tackle goes that way, occupies this center. This guy goes this way, pulls the guard this way. We get a speed rush this way, pulls the tackle this way. You basically get a huge hole here right at the quarterback. If you have a great athlete like Edgerrin Cooper, he can loop around, get in that hole, and cause the game-winning pressure. Let's check it out. Cooper walks up. There's a snap. Again, you can see 97, jump inside. You can see 94, jump inside. Now watch Cooper. There's that hole, folks. Left tackle working out. You can see that seam. He turns the corner like a great athlete. In Stafford's face, incomplete pass. You win the game. Again, athleticism, quickness, turn the corner, hands up. Quarterback can't step up into the throw, distracted. No illegal hit, drops the hands. Does a good job making sure no roughing the passer. Smart play. Everything you want in a pass rushing, blitzing linebacker. This is how you can just blow up any offense, folks. The Detroit Lions won't have an answer for that. Caleb Williams, rookie quarterback, he won't have an answer for that. If Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford, probably the smartest quarterback, offensive coordinator combination in the National Football League, no disrespect to anybody else, if they can't handle Edgerrin Cooper, then no other team will. And I tell you what, come big third and fourth down situations the rest of the season, number 56 will continue to come up with big plays just like this.
Yeah, and again, I talked about 3 phases of the game. I guess it's really 4 phases of the game. We've talked about his coverage, talked about his run defense, talked about his playmaking ability, getting on that fumble. Now we're seeing his pass rush, really great there as well. Probably his best attribute, a 90.6 overall pass rush grade for this entire season, not just throughout the game. That's what he's averaged this year. This is a guy who's playing like a man on fire in the pass rush game. We see it here against the Rams, and we're going to see it against a lot of other teams, as you alluded to. Nobody can game plan for a guy like this.